Hey guys, the Bot Builder back for another video, and today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. Yeah, as I said in my 100 subscriber special, I announced a Q&A, and yeah, let's just get right into it. We got tons of questions, tons of really weird questions this time round, but I'm going to answer them all anyway. So we're starting things off. Jesus Christ, this question. We're starting things off with my good friend Help Me Please basically sent me a kiss, marry, kill for the Q&A. Amy, which is Callum's Corner's sister, Eddie, which is Callum's Corner's nephew, and the 21 kid from Vine. Okay, I think I should explain. For those who don't know who Callum's Corner is, he's a YouTuber. He's most famous for making a video where he got really annoyed because people said his head was shaped like a Tic Tac. He's very well known for that. I also have another Callum's Corner related question later. But basically, Amy is his sister who's a vegan, so no. Eddie is his 3-year-old nephew, which is also no. And the 21 kid from Vine, if you know that stupid meme of like, what's 9 plus 10, 21, that's also a huge no. I'm not even gonna answer that question. That's just I'd rather kill myself than go with any of them. So now our next question, which is an actual question, is from Patrick Robery. He asked two questions. Top 10 models I have made, and top 10 models other content creators have made. Now, I won't really be doing a top 10 list, because I might do that as a future video, but I'm going to show off some models that I've made that I quite like. I'm really happy with like P1. P1 I'm quite happy with. Really like this one. Also quite like my Lucky. Is up there as one of my favourites. Bearmoth. Great replica. I think I did a great job on Bearmoth. And of course recently Death Roll. Because well they're just really good. Not sure where you saw that. I can't really see it too well, but it can gyroscope. I'm very happy with Death Roll. And you guys already know that my favourite custom robot is this boy, Great Cat. Just because they're just great fun, really. And top 10 models other content creators have made. Or just models that I like. I really like Speed from Mashtraff's Robot Wars. Mashtraff's Robot Wars is a great series. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. Speed, one of my favourite robots in it. But I also like other robots from that series as well, like Diamond Storm's one of my favourites. Also really like Shadowcat from the Grand Slam, as well as Extremist. Those two are some of my favourites. Rogue, Killer Free from RWA, great robots. And yeah, and I also quite like Robot X, because it's a really unique design. That's in Hexbug Hero series. And Absolution from SSRW. Brilliant robot, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I could just go on forever about models that I like. Bot from the Blue is another one. Yeah, there are just tons of great models, and that's just looking at non-replicas. If we looked into replicas, we'd be here forever. Okay, our next question is from Mike Turd. If that really is your last name, I feel deeply sorry for you. But his question is, do I like Callum's Corner? I think I should explain first why I got two Callum's Corner questions. Because I'm very well known. I think I'm quite well known in the fan-made Robot Wars community, but I'm also quite well known in the Callum's Corner community as well. If you don't know what a YTP is, a YTP is that they just take these videos and they edit them. Basically, they just edit them and these weird edits. Basically to destroy all meaning. Some of them are great, and there are tons of Callum's Corner YTPs, and they're all brilliant, and they always use a voice clip of Callum's Corner saying arse, and I thought it'd be funny if I count the amount of times they say arse in each video. And now I'm kind of well known in the Callum's Corner community. That was completely unintentional. But Mike Turd asked, do I actually like Callum's Corner? Yes, I do. He's hilarious. Brilliant guy. He's from Bristol, which is also where I'm from. Yeah. We actually have celebrities in Bristol. Yeah, but yeah, he's a really funny YouTuber. unintentionally, but some of his videos are great. His most recent video, basically, because tons of people kept sending him toasters, he decided to review every single toaster based on appearance. That was absolutely hilarious. And his live stream highlights are great. And also, he seems like a nice guy as well. Yeah. So yeah, now let's move on to our next question. This one's by Deadslot142. We're kind of going back into the Robot Wars questions instead of about Callum's Corner again. But this is, how has my first year on YouTube been, and what's been the best part of it so far? Definitely Account Mayhem. It was absolutely fantastic. Really great tournament. I had absolutely brilliant fun doing it. But this tournament I'm currently doing, the Fan-Made Robot Wars versus Robot Wars Omega, I've only recorded the first episode of it, and that's a really good tournament as well. It's really dark though, but it's a great tournament. But the Account Mayhem was great. And my first year on YouTube has been great. I mean, 100 subscribers in like, I don't even know when I started really. I don't know, I started in like near the end of my school year. Really happy about getting 100 subs. And yeah, it's just been great fun. Now the next question is from Robot Combat Models. His questions are, what custom robot you've made would you enter into battle bots? Which was your favourite robot at Cheltenham? And what champion of BattleBots / Robot Wars do you think didn't deserve to win? Okay, so as for the one, which one will I enter into BattleBots? Of course I'd enter Grated Carrot. I mean, it's a spinner, but it's a unique spinner as well at the same time. And also, but if I don't enter Grated Carrot, I would like to enter a robot called Speedwagon, named after the JoJo character, which is which would be a front hinge flipper. If you want to see it, it's in Bots and More's Account Mayhem. Yeah, I won't say how well it does there, because go check out Bots and More's channel. He's a good channel. Which robot was my favourite at Cheltenham? Well, Cheltenham was great. I just got to show you just some of the stuff got there. Got Dead Bod sticker. The Dead Pod team came with it. Go giving people stickers. Got one on my wallet now, just as a reminder. I even met Vote Saxon 07 and Two Penny Milk there. That was great. Didn't expect to see them there. Great guys. Go subscribe to both of them. But my favourite robot at Cheltenham, it has to be Monsoon. Like they were absolutely brilliant there. If you haven't seen the video of it, I've recorded all the fights and put them onto YouTube. When they fought Bullseye, that was an excellent fight, that was. So yeah. And what champion of BattleBots / Robot Wars do I think didn't deserve to win? Okay, this might sound a bit controversial here, but I'm going to go for the Series 2 champion, Panic Attack, and I have a good reason for it. Did they deserve to win? Yes, they did. They did deserve to win, absolutely. Well, actually, no. Yeah, they did deserve to win, absolutely, but the thing is that, Roadblock were kind of robbed in that, grand final fight against Cassius. I mean, the way they lost was pretty crap, not gonna lie. They got 1 pixel over the PPZs, and then they just got, like, ganged up on by the house robots, and they lost. And, in my opinion, Roadblock would have easily pwned Panic Attack in the grand finals. Although Panic Attack did deserve it. They just got really lucky with the draws. But I'm actually going to change my mind. I would actually say the Series 4 Chaos 2. I mean, they won in Series 3. They deserved that, absolutely. They were clearly the best robot there. But Series 4 Chaos 2, I think they should have won. I think Stinger should have won that fight. I mean, I know loads of old people think that, but Stinger should have won that. We should have gotten a Stinger Pussycat final, which Pussycat would have won because they fought in Extreme and Pussycat won. That should have been Pussycat series, personally, in my opinion. So yeah, and as for BattleBots, I'd say the robot that didn't deserve to win in BattleBots was Spaz, because they were lucky Hazard didn't show up that year. If Hazard showed up that year in the middleweights, in BattleBots, Spaz would just be... Nah, but yeah. So what do you say to that? Okay, so next few questions are by J33 Productions. Okay, what's my favourite robot from BattleBots? Death Roll. Death Roll's my favourite. But special mention to Quantum and Hexadecimator. They're two of my favourites as well, but Death Roll's my favourite. Just love the design, the spinner is brilliant. Great robot. Great robot. What Robot Wars would you like to see as a pullback toy from the first 7 series? Behemoth. But Behemoth absolutely deserved to have gotten a pullback. Competing in like every series since Series 2, they really should have gotten a pullback. And so should have Deator. Deator, I don't know why they didn't get a pullback. And Bigger Brother deserved one as well. Bigger Brother deserved one too. I'm really surprised none of them got robots. I mean, honestly, Behemoth, Bigger Brother, and Deator more deserving of getting a pullback toy than Wheelie Big Cheese, in my opinion. But, you know. What do I use to record fan-made Robot Wars videos? I use 2 things. My tablet, which I'm using to record now, or my phone. But I only use that when my tablet is being a pain in the ass and decides to not charge. I've gone through so many chargers. And what's my least favourite series of Robot Wars? Okay, so I have said before the Nickelodeon series, but it was my least favourite. But looking back on it, my least favourite series is probably has to say Dutch Wars Series 1. Now, I really like Dutch Wars Series 2, but Dutch Wars Series 1 really wasn't that great. I mean, Heat was brilliant, and the grand final... No, the Heat was great. It was good. I wouldn't say it was brilliant. And the grand final was good, but every other episode just was there. And Heat E was one of the worst episodes of Robot Wars, in my opinion. Like, when people talk about how terrible Series 3 Heat C is, they haven't seen Dutch Wars Series 1 Heat E. That Heat was absolutely terrible. But yeah, I mean, that's probably, in my opinion, my least favourite series. It's a good series, but honestly, if you're planning on watching it, if you're planning on rewatching it, just skip all of the heats apart from Heat A and just skip straight to the grand finals. You're really not missing out on much. Anyway, Hexbug Heroes now said, what is the most controversial fight, in my opinion, in combat robotics? Oh, most controversial. This is tough. I'm going to... Because this is tough because there are so many controversial fights. But I'm gonna go for a bit of a generic choice. PP3D versus Cherub. I mean, do I agree with the decision? No, I didn't agree with the decision at all. I think PP3D should have won that fight. I think it was a close fight, way more close than people were giving it credit for, but PP3D should have won that on damage. Like, they flung Cherub into the arena wall. I think that should have deserved the win, and maybe the Heat final wouldn't have been like an 8-second getting pwned by eruption battle, but the less we talk about Series 9 Heat B, the better. Most memorable fight. Okay, most memorable for me, in my opinion, is the first World Champion... No, actually, no, not first World Championship Grand Final between Razor and Behemoth. It's a different Behemoth fight. Behemoth and Apollo, my favourite fight of all time. Excellent. Excellent. Most memorable fight, in my opinion, of all time. It was really close, and that final flip Behemoth got that sent Apollo into the pit. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I was so happy for the Behemoth guys then. If I could design a robot and enter it, what would it be called and what would it look like? I've already answered this, but, you know, Grated Carrot. There we go. Either Grated Carrot or Speedwagon. Don't know which one. I really need to do a custom creation of Speedwagon. And my favourite Robot Wars Omega fight. Oh man, this is really tough actually. There are some brilliant fights in the first episode of the Robot Wars Omega versus Fan-Made Robot Wars special. I haven't recorded the second episode yet. I might do that tomorrow. But based on the ones that have been shown, including request fights, because, well, I mean, why not? My favourite fight is Liftoff versus Robopuppy versus Plan B versus Red Bull. That fight was just a great fight. Great four-way battle. Incredibly close. And it was just really good fun. But also quick honorable mention to Metal 2 versus Subatomic. Was also a brilliant match. And Guru versus Crikey was also a good fight. And Minimob versus Toxic Jr. Tons of great fights. There you are. So now, World of Woodrow has asked me 3 questions. Okay, so one of them has just said, Robot Wars Battle Bots for King of Bots. The King of Bots can't really compare to Battle Bots or Robot Wars in my opinion. It's a good series, but the editing, the format, I really hate the format. The format kind of makes me a bit mad at times. The robots are good, but the format just kills it for me. Like, having it being like a fan vote, like, what is this? This isn't Love Island crap. If you don't know what Love Island is, it's for the best. Terrible show. But yeah, I mean, but it does. But there are good robots in there. There are some good robots like Blue and Spectre and Tanche and Tungsten and Greedy Snake. I mean, those are some good robots. Need to make Greedy Snake. That'll be a good random bot build. But between BattleBots and Robot Wars, incredibly close, but I'm a bit Robot Wars biased. I'm kind of a Robot Wars bias here. But BattleBots is up there. It's very close. Anyway, which robot do I not have that I want to make and why? Disco Inferno. I keep putting it off. I don't know why. I'm going to make... actually, I do know why, because I don't have to fidget spinner for it. As soon as I get the right fidget spinner for Disco Inferno, I am making it. Because, well, they're one of my favourite robots of all time, despite not really having much success. And how on earth do I think I'm winning the Omega versus Creators? As I said, I've recorded the first episode. The first episode's really dark, but you could blame that on the time of year this is, but it's really dark, but there are some great fights in there. I'm not gonna say how I do because that would just be spoilers, but just watch the space. There are some good fights in there. And now Rhino Puppet says favorite drink, Tango. I mean, that's the reason why. That's the reason It Takes Two to Tango is called Tango, because it's my favorite drink. Favorite food, cheese. Cheese is just great. My favorite type of cheese is the one with the holes in it. Emmental, absolutely brilliant. And can we be friends? Sure, I guess. And then Dolphin Puppet and Rhino Puppets. Alter ego, I guess. I don't know. Do they know each other in real life? But Dolphin Puppet says, "What's my favorite model I've made?" Yeah, and as I've said, Death Roll. I can't really decide. Death Roll, Lucky, P1, Behemoth, Great Carrot. There are some other brilliant ones that I have, like Aftershock and Blacksmith, just because of how accurate it is. And Spectre, Apollo, Eruption. I could be here for all day, you know. Okay. Now, Razor 1905 2.0 says, favorite robot from fan-made Robot Wars. I've kind of already answered this question, but, like, I can't really decide. Like, Speed, Diamond Storm, Shadowcat, Absolution, Robot X. It's really tough. It's really tough for me to decide. It should be really interesting. I might do it as a future top 10 video. Anyway, worst or most incorrect judge's decision, PP3D Cherub. Well, actually, no, if we look at by most incorrect, like PP3D vs. Cherub was the most controversial, but most incorrect, we're gonna go for an old one. Napalm vs. Demolition Demon. I don't know why the judges thought Napalm would what deserves to win. They got pwned for the majority of the fight. All they did was that they got the Mandifals, they scraped the Mandifals onto Demolition Demon a couple of times, but I won't go on about that because I don't want Agent Rara to come around my house and assassinate me for dissing Napalm. That is if the ESC even watch my channel, which they probably don't. Most difficult robot I have made. Oh, Bullfrog was a massive pain to make just because of the side wedges. Oh my god. And Bronco. This guy was tough. This guy was really tough. But I did make it, and I'm really happy with the result. But the flipper still does wobble. But this was a tough one to make. And also, Death Roll was pretty tough too. Death Roll was pretty hard, and so was Exterminator Remastered was quite a tough one to make. Um, least favorite fight. Oh, least favorite fight. This is tough. I'm gonna go for Griffin Daisy Chopper from Series 3. Is it even called Daisy Chopper or is it Daisy Cutter? I don't know. It was an awful fight. And the worst part was that after the judges said that Griffin won on the judge's decision, the team decided to have like a massive hissy fit and just go and appeal to the judges. Not gonna lie, it was pretty funny though when they appealed because the judges were just like, what you on about? You're being a bit of a dum dum, not gonna lie. But yeah, that was a terrible fight. And Firestorm 2 versus Bot from the Blue. And the least we say about that fight, the better. In fact, the least we talk about the Bot from the Blue team, the better. Because Jesus Christ, that team is really salty. They're more saltier than a 3-year-old when they lose in a game of Fortnite or whatever. I don't even play Fortnite. Okay. 5. Question 5. If Eruption lost to Bearmoth in that Series 10 fight, who do you think would win between Bearmoth and Carbide in the final? Bearmoth using the anti-spinner scoop. Bearmoth would have won that fight in my opinion. Like with that anti-spinner scoop, from what we saw in the melee, seemed to be deflecting blows from Carbide really well, and Carbide wasn't working at 100% in that final fight, so I could see it kind of being like a more slower pace and a more tactical version of the Series 10 final. But yeah, Bearmoth would have won that. Okay, bots are more than asked. How old am I? Not old enough to drink. What is my favourite colour in food? Green. And my favourite food is cheese. My favourite non-Robot Wars show. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Oh, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Brilliant show. Fantastic. I'm not even an anime fan, and I really like JoJo. Which kind of shows how great the show is, really. Yeah, seriously, I recommend it. Even if you don't like anime, I still recommend JoJo. If for those who don't know what it's about this. It's an 8-part thing. Only the 5th part's been adapted as of yet, but basically it's about. I've only got up to part 3, which is Stardust Crusaders, and basically what happens is that it's about this like bloodline of the Joestars. And well, they have a bizarre adventure. Well, it's more than that. Basically, they have these like in the first 2 parts they have this weird thing called Hamon, which is like this sort of like weird kung fu type thing, and they use it to defeat people, obviously. And there's this evil guy called Dio. He's a vampire. It's great. It's a really weird show, but it's so funny, and the memes are great. The memes of it are great too. And obviously in part 3 they have these things called stands, which are like these ghost-like entities which basically do fighting for them, and they all have really different abilities. Just think of it like Pokemon, but more powerful and more ridiculously broken. Well, actually, it's nothing like Pokemon at all, but yeah, it's a great series. Yeah, and it is an anime, and even if you don't like anime, I still recommend it because I'm not really a huge anime fan, and I really like that show. Alright, so now, Robot Fighting Replicas Earthwas said, do I enjoy building middleweights or heavyweights more? That's really interesting because middleweights don't take as long to make, but heavyweights, I will say heavyweights because well I can test them out on like the pullbacks, just sending them flying, and also you can get in more destructive capabilities, fitting in like big spinners, getting big spinners, onto the robots, and yeah, they're just great fun, and you can get more bigger impacts. I'm not making any lightweights. I really can't be bothered to make any. And the final question is from Alvi Islam, Team XBA 360, and his question is a bunch of sleeping emojis. Okay. I have a question for you, Alvi Islam. Why do you keep sending sleeping emojis on my comment? in the comment section. I don't get it. Like, is it a joke I don't understand? No, never mind. It probably is. I don't understand jokes or crap. But yeah. So yeah, that does it for this video. Oh, and look at that. Just to end off the comment section is another one of my friends, Rizada YT. He just wrote "know you." Just leave a round of applause for Rizada YT for that amazing comment at the end. In fact, I'm going to reply to it right now. I'm going to reply with cheese, I guess. Yeah, that'll do. But anyway, that does it for this Q&A. He's got to be thinking, why the hell did I send him cheese? But that does it for this Q&A. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I hope you learned more about me. You learned that my age is not old enough to drink. I'm not revealing my age on YouTube. Yeah, but basically, yeah. Thanks for this video. Thanks for this video. What am I on about? Thank you for watching, and yeah, until next time. Well, I'll see you again next time tomorrow, where I'll be doing my first ever top 10, my top 10 favorite robots of all time. So stay tuned for that. Until then, the bot builder out. Why did I do a stupid little salute? Who do I think I am, Rimmer?